All right, I am currently at the basin. It is storm day. Today is the 20th of December, so the second to shortest day of the year. And yeah, we're gonna give this a try. A storm we desperately needed once again because it's just been dry the last 2 weeks. So hopefully this is promising. Hopefully this delivers. But yeah, we're at the basin. And we're gonna give a few laps here and see how they go. What's nice about parking the early riser lot is I don't have to deal with those stairs in the underpass. We've got some sort of puddle going on there. It's interesting.
Oh, really?
So apparently uphill access is closed. It says it's closed when flashing. It obviously is flashing. Seems to be a lie. Now what is unique about this ski day is I double up at 2 different resorts. As you see right now, currently I am skiing at A-basin, or about to start the day at A-basin. I'll do a few laps there, and then I head over to Copper. This is one thing I never really do. I do it all the time at the Aspen resorts because the resorts are so close together, you just hop on a bus to get between them. But I've never skied at one resort, take my skis off and all my gear off, and drove over to another resort. This was a first for me. No footrest. I guess today it's the Black Mountain Express because the mountain's not white. Otherwise it'd be called the White Mountain Express. So I get off of the Black Mountain Express and I make my way over to Lenawee. All right, well, now we are currently on the Lenawee chair, Lenawee Express, lend away my time if you are familiar with my hater's guide to A-basin. And the east wall is just fucking looking depressing. Holy shit. We really need something. Colo cooked. But yeah, it's late December and there's only still 5% of the mountain open, so we really need something real bad. Got a little bit of cornice here. So I take a few more laps at A-basin later off screen, but there really wasn't much to show. Like, A-basin's just not a very good resort when there's no off-piste open, and at the time there was just no off-piste open whatsoever, just groomers, and just like 1 or 2 runs at the time too, so there just really wasn't much going on. So after I was done with A-basin, I pivoted over to Copper. Alright, A-basin didn't have too much going on, so I decided to pivot over to Copper. So now we're starting at the East Village. We're about to hop on the Super B in a sec. So let's go ahead and head over there. A-basin just wasn't ideal. Like top to bottom was pretty repetitive. Also visibility was bad. I mean, it was snowing, but not necessarily enough to justify the bad visibility. So it's like, even though it snowed less here, at least it looks like I could actually see. Yeah, hopefully this will be good. Also, better vert at this mountain. Yeah, they may have had more vert, they may have had more run, but they were all icy as fuck. And what you're about to see here is one of my worst falls of the season so far. I end up slipping on the goddamn ice. Fuck. And if you thought that that ice was over, you would be completely mistaken. It gets even worse when I get the Rosie's run. And I was not having it to fucking go through that shit again. So I decided to take it slowly. So excuse me if I look somewhat like a beginner. Oh man, I'm so worried about this part. That's ice there. So sketch. I'm not gonna lie, that run right there really did take a toll on me. Not really physically, but mentally. I felt like I was an awful skier. I felt really bad about myself. I had really bad thoughts about myself. I really lost a lot of my self-esteem. I'm pretty hard on myself when shit like that happens, so I was really thinking about that ski day for the next week. And regarding the A-basin portion of that trip, they didn't even get much snow there either. I was very excited at the beginning of the day that it was snowing, and I thought they were going to get a decent few inches, but it turned out to be not much at all, and I didn't really necessarily notice it as I was skiing. I guess the runs were better at A-basin, less icy, but at the same time, it was a disappointment that they didn't get as much snow as expected. So, you know, bad snow at A-basin plus icy conditions at Copper plus me slipping and falling and struggling to ski those icy groomers. That was a rough ski day. Alright, well, up for another one. This time I think I'm going to go out this way. Like, I ain't fucking skiing that fucking ice anymore. Fuck that shit. As I'm fucking skiing ice right now, this is worse than fucking last weekend. Well, anyway, not all ski days are a hit. Sometimes they're a miss. But anyway, thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. And please check out my Discord down below. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.